And this is never to say that all police are bad, because their presence is necessary. We understand how chaos can come into play with certain situations. But look, man, you people are paid by the taxpayers. You have a duty to protect the taxpayers, not kill them. Not kill them. You owe us. We don't owe you. Kenny Green, raw perspective, concrete and steel, giving it to you raw always. You know, we got to talk about something that's sad. Tyre Nichols, dead. Rest in peace. 5 black police, Memphis, Tennessee, responsible. Now, we've seen this before, over and over, but we didn't see it like this. This is black on black. Now, it's always disappointing, but this is even more disappointing because it's people that look like you doing a level of damage and death, bringing death to you by you. Over and over, 140 pounds. You whip, you beat. Black men deal with this possibility daily. So when you see someone run from a cop or do something that doesn't match what would deem to be a normal behavior or response, it's because of the possibility of what can happen. There's so many times that things are not even reported or spoken about that a black man has lived in. And the reason why I narrow it down to that, because I truly believe our experiences are totally different than other people's experiences when it comes to policing and, you know, levels of issues with authority. Tyre Nichols didn't do anything wrong. So we have to understand there's a lesson in that too. You don't have to do anything wrong to wind up dead. You don't have to do anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? He tried to comply in the best ways he can. So mothers and fathers, even though this is harsh to conversate about, difficult to experience and see, you have to educate your young people on the reality of what can happen depending on how a group of individuals feel when they pull you over. The mentality of the policing sometimes is just too aggressive, too revengeful. You know, how can you have 5 people, 5 police that are trained to be and do things a certain way, but you still wind up this with there's no checks and balances. Nobody's checking each other on you're going too far. We shouldn't be doing this. This is not going to be good for us. Now, the body cams, action was taken right away. Body cams, charges, dismissals, firing, all of that. Why in this case? Why in this case? Maybe the right people was in power to make that happen. Or nobody wants certain things to happen on their watch. Whatever it is, it's bad because it shows something that's embedded in the people against their self. Now, these 5 men, they're going to jail. But this man, 100 yards from his house, yelling for his mother to help save him. And to a lot of the young people, there's situations in life that you will find yourself in. Mommy and daddy cannot save you. There's a level of responsibility and a level of you paying attention that you have to live in. You understand? You have to be a little more responsible, a little more detail oriented about your surroundings. There's a lot going on in the world. And unfortunately, the people that's supposed to protect you may be the people your problem come from. So even though this is a very horrific and bad situation, display of authority against a single 140-pound man, where's all this aggression coming from? Why? You know, he tried to comply in every way he could. Lay down. Somebody holding you up. You can't lay down. Then you tase a person. You pepper spray a person. You beat him with clubs. What level of hate is in 5 individuals at the same time for this man to wind up dead? Sometimes you have to make your feelings and opinion known, even if it might not be popular. Tyre Nichols, dead. Young man. Got a decent job. Has a kid. It's despicable. It's despicable. You know, it's something that I have to talk about, but it's something that I don't really want to have to talk about it. But sometimes by us communicating, sometimes saves someone else from a possible fate. And then sometimes this is why when people get pulled over, they run. Or they might try to, get away because you don't know what happens next. And like I say, a person could judge this how they want, but a black man has a feeling when he gets pulled over or he has to address police that he's not certain about the outcome because we already know it's unfair. We know it's unfair. And we know we done seen too many people murdered or beat silly. This is not new. There's case after case after case that we witness. So we have to change the mentality of this this way of thinking, man, because it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. And if we don't do anything different, it's not going to change. You know what I'm saying? So just wanted to speak on that. I'm not going to get into all of the real rough edge details, but just pay attention that, a lot of times they tell you that the body cam, we have to go through this. It has to take 2 months. This was right away. 5 black men, their lives is over as they know it. And 1 black man, his life is over and he'll never know what was next. Kenny Green, Concrete and Steel, Raw Perspective. Man, protect yourself. Subscribe. We'll be talking soon.